So some of you messaged me and asked about this new immigration rule that came out on Monday. And actually, some of you, I would specifically say two of you guys, requested me to make a video on this. I'm not an immigration expert, but because I am in your shoes, or I would say I have been in your shoes before, so I'll definitely talk about this from my point of view or what I understand. So basically, what people are saying is that US President Donald Trump's administration had this new rule about immigration, which can actually affect negatively the people applying for visas or H-1B visa holders or um, international students in general. And this can actually deny visas and permanent residencies for a lot of people who are probably not as rich. So, what really is this rule, first of all? So, this rule that will take effect from October 15th. Basically, it's a very long rule, but a part of it suggests that it will actually deny or reject temporary visas and green cards for people who fail to meet certain financial or income criteria or for receiving public assistance such as welfare, food coupon, medical assistance, public housing, and those things. So basically, what they're saying is such a change would actually ensure that the immigrants are self sufficient and they don't become a liability, or they're not a public charge or liability to the US government. Uh, they are saying that this is basically being done so that, that these people don't become a burden on the taxpayers, and they are like self sufficient and they can take care of themselves financially. So, this is one aspect, of course. But when we talk about taking public assistance, there are a lot more aspects, such as women who are pregnant or who need Medicaid, or who need some public assistance. So, those people will not be considered for this rule. Similarly, public benefits received by children below the age of 21 will also not be considered in this. Similarly, the emergency medical care, foster care, adoption help, these things will not be considered in this public liability category. I'm not an immigration expert. And the main thing here is, like there are so many different categories, and then each person actually lie in a different category, and each case is different. But by what I understand, immigrants, especially international students, usually they are self sufficient and they are never. I haven't seen anyone, and I've not heard of them mostly. I would say like more in most of the cases, not all the time, but most of the cases they are not dependent on anyone, and there are probably very few of them who really take these kind of public benefits. In fact, a lot of them probably are not even eligible for these benefits because of their immigration status. I'm not an immigration expert and I don't claim to be one. But as being one of those immigrants and kind of understanding, and by what I understand, I think as far as you're independent, earning fine, and you're not a liability on the US government, you're just okay. So don't freak out. Focus on what you're here right now for, your studies, and getting the right internship. Just take care of yourself and love yourself. And always, you can anytime reach out to me on Instagram or through email or Twitter, anywhere, if you have any questions, and if you're like, you want to talk about anything, or just feel free to reach out to me. Take care.